Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Hi Mangum Tiger fans, this is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger pride.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
The law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy win.
Step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says go Tigers.
It's time for Mangum football on Classic Hits 97.7 and Mangum Tiger TV. Tonight's game is brought to you by Tiger Cub Learning Center, Cattleman's Bank, JCMH Mangum Clinic, Granite Drug, 333 Dental, Kendall Law, Greer Funeral Home, Mangum Regional Medical Center, Jill Grauman Remax, Blair Tire and Feed, Sovereign Bank, Great Plains Bank, Greer County Farm Bureau, The Loop, Triad Home Health, In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, Mangum Brick Company, Mangum Tag Agency. Get ready for kickoff. Mangum Tiger football is on the air. Here's the voice of the Tigers, Michael Barnes.
And welcome to the Liberty Bowl on a football Friday night, week number 6, as we get set for Mangum as they entertain Mooreland in a district matchup. And it'll be a critical matchup for Mangum from the standpoint they will be off next week. Scheduled to play against Cordell. That bowl game, as you know, wiped off the schedule because of Cordell's numbers issue. They're playing 8-man football, so no bowl game next week. It will give Mangum an opportunity to heal up a little bit, and we'll talk more about that as the evening progresses. Our pregame show brought to us by Great Plains Bank. I'm Michael Barnes. To our left is the lovely and talented Cameron Dole Experience. And good to have him alongside on a football Friday night. He doing double duty this week. He was down at the Bomber Bowl last night. Bowl game between Hobart and Frederick, and we watched most of that. Boy, that thing went back and forth all night long.
It was a barn burner and a heartbreaker, especially for Bearcat fans.
24-22, the final score in that one. And you know, you look at the schedule, and boy, I tell you what, Cole Allison's team really going to have to put things together the last 4 weeks of the season to be able to make the playoffs. And that remaining schedule is not easy by any stretch of the imagination.
That's for sure.
We welcome into the broadcast Charles Stowe. He says, "Go Mangum Tigers." Carolyn Hooley wants Bill Long to know that she is at the game. So, Bill, Carolyn is at the game. Tori Curbo has checked in, and as we mentioned, more about Tori and the Curbo family coming up a little bit later on. It's a pink out night. Apparently, Cameron didn't get the memo. I did. Somebody said to me, "You're going to be wearing your pink socks," and pink socks, nothing. I got a pink shirt, pink shorts, and we'll leave it at that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Another beautiful evening for football. Here we are, the 10th day of October, and it is delightful, lovely, delicious. Oh, it's not my clothes. I'm going to heaven. David Henry says, "What is up, Mr. Barnes? It's a great day to be a mighty Mangum Tiger. Tiger pride. Let's put some lead in our shoes and kick them back home." And I think we're probably going to see that tonight, David. But don't tell anybody that. Coach will get mad at me if I say that before kickoff. Speaking of Coach, he's waiting in the wings. We'll visit with Sam Powers after we take a timeout as the countdown to kickoff, brought to us by Great Plains Bank, rolls on from the Liberty Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, "Go Tigers." We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
.7, and as always, we spent a little time prior to kickoff down on the floor of the field tonight. We're back at the Liberty Bowl. Mangum getting ready to take on Mooreland, and boy, Coach, I tell you what, I put my foot in both of our mouths last week. Pre-game show talking about we taking care of the football, not making mental mistakes. 3 turnovers and 2 crucial holding calls later. You still win the bowl game 35-7.
I'm telling you, the whole first half I was cussing you. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. It's just one of those deals, and you have to be mature enough, and we've talked about that, to make those long bus rides. And then, you know, they had us off the field early because they had senior night, and they created all these distractions. And then they played insanely well. I mean, Southwest Covenant played really well, and we'll give them their due, but we had 600 yards of total offense. If you had told me that, I would have said we scored 60, you know, and we look up and we are in a dogfight, and it's just not taking care of the football and not doing the things that we normally do. Came out slow, a little bit overconfident, and halftime got them back on the ship, and we cruised back. So we're okay. We needed it, I think. You know, I think we needed a punch to the face and be ready to play a full game because we haven't up to this point. And and feel challenged. And that's what it was good for us. So.
Man, we talk about it every week, but you can tell about midway through the third quarter, you look at their body language, you look at their stances and everything else, and they're gassed.
Yeah. Well, and I early in that game, I always have a script that I go through and see different things, how you align to things. I never felt panic because I knew once we got to our stuff that we were gonna be fine, that we were gonna be able to run it at will and things like that. But like you said, our kids know too. It's funny you say that. You'll start seeing the kids come to me, or you'll see them on the field doing this, like, let's go faster. They're done. And so I always love that, but it's just because these kids have bought into we're going to be one of the best in shape teams in America. So.
We always talk about his kicking ability, pretty good baseball player as well. I was impressed with the defensive effort in the secondary by young Mr. Burnham. Not Burnham. Hammond, yeah.
Yeah, hey, what's crazy is he broke his third finger in practice on Thursday. And we splinted him up, and he played, and he played out. He just does everything right. Yeah. I mean, in everything he does, in every phase of his life, he does everything right. That's why he's an incredible baseball player. That's why he's an incredible football player. That's why he kicks the ball really well. Really good student. You won't find one better than Derek Hammond.
Yeah, his technique, which really impressed me because you said going in, the tall wide receiver going to be one of their threats, and he shut him down for the most part.
I mean, and I'm going to take some credit. I'm the corners coach. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. And those guys do exactly what I ask them to do, and they do it to a T and do a really good job. Derek just plays technical football, and he doesn't let the other stuff mess with him. He's going to do his job, and he's going to focus on that and make the plays when they come to him.
Bo Rogers did just about everything the other night. Tackling on defense, coming up with a couple of big plays offensively, throwing the ball, catching the ball, running the ball. All-round night for Bo Rogers.
Yeah, Bo's a special kid. He last year played quarterback for us, and Remy moved other places, and then we got Remy back healthy, and we were able to bring him back to quarterback, and then Bo turned out to be a really good linebacker, and then we made sure we put a package in that Bo gets to touch the football back there as well, and he manages everything he does really, really well, and he plays really, really hard. One of my favorite things about him is he doesn't care who gets the glory as long as we get the win.
Right.
And he lives by that, and he plays that way, and I love that about him. I gave him a nickname for you, the Bo-dozer. We have him in that jumbo package, and people kind of related him to the OU quarterback a few years, Blake Bell.
Right.
He played quarterback, and then he kind of played some jumbo stuff at quarterback, and tight end, and NFL he goes to tight end, but anyways, that's kind of Bo for us. So,
all right. So a lot of stuff going on tonight. Pink out night. We got the Pipsqueakers. We got a halftime drum thing going to happen. Oh, but by the way, we've got a football game that's pretty important in the district standings as well.
Yeah, I mean, but those things help fill these seats, and I don't think that Mangum has a problem filling seats, but it just gets everybody invested from the whole community side of things. That's really awesome. I mean, the drumming thing that we have here that Mr. McLaughlin brings down here is a really special thing because not every school gets that opportunity. And then Miss Caskey does an incredible job with our youth cheer and getting those girls ready to go, and they have so much fun. I think I was at the gas station, and a couple of the ladies were like, my granddaughter gets to be on the field tonight, or my daughter gets to be on the field tonight, and it was like, man, that's awesome. It's just awesome to be able to have those conversations. So.
Since there will be a hole in the schedule next week, how important is it for you to execute well this evening?
Yeah, we say it's not good enough to let them play with us tonight. It's got to be from the word go. We have to execute at the highest level and get out of here with great execution and great health, and that's our focus here. And then get to the bye week and keep that focus rallied on to the next two biggest games of our schedules.
What about today not being in school? I know athletes are creatures of habit and routine. How do you combat a day like today?
Well, I always tell them if you're playing for a big one, you won't have school on that day, so you better be ready to prepare like that. So, but for us, we get up. I got them all up at 7 o'clock and had breakfast at the Lighthouse Church with Sean Laughlin speaking for us and giving us a message like he does every Friday, and keep that routine. And then I dismiss them to go do their things and then be back for treatment and stuff. And it's not too difficult to keep them in routine. They all stay in town and hang out with each other and play video games or take naps, and I think that they'll be fine coming out.
All right. What will we see from Mooreland? I know they're young. I know they had a lot of in numbers when it comes to graduation this past year.
Yeah, a lot of turnover there, coaching-wise and kid-wise. you're going to see a mix. I still don't know that they know what their identity is. You know, they're old school option team last year, so he tries to dabble in that, and then trying to figure out if they're a spread team as well. So you'll see kind of a mix of both worlds. But defensively, it's going to be, they run this monster odd front defense that they've ran forever, so that's a good thing to have some consistency for them. But other than that, I think they're still just trying to find an identity as a young team.
I still believe we're going to get a touchdown return on either a punt or a kickoff, and I think it's going to happen tonight. But I want to go back to last week. Diego Tellis getting down the field and recovering that kick out in no man's land. That's just the heads-up football that you talk about.
Yeah, that second or third one, I think, this year he's done that for us. And so, but yeah, Derek puts a great little pooch kick, and it just dies just right. And, you know, we talk about special teams for us. You have to be a special kid to be on special teams for us. And that's the kids that might get teased in school for being a try-hard, or the guys that just go hard and nobody cares. You know, they just go hard all the time. Those are the guys that are on that. And you get rewarded when you work hard. And that's what that was to me.
And the interception meter continues to run for Diego as well. I don't want to miss that. 4 now on the season?
He's at 4. He's at 4, 3 away, you know, and he has that goal. That's something that's a goal for him. But again, as long as it falls in the parameters of what we do as a defense, and that's what he says, you know, like if it comes to me, I'm going to take it. Otherwise, I'm going to play my job. And he does a really good job staying grounded with that. But he's an incredibly special corner.
Coach has got great hands. I was just about ready to get thumped with the football, and he knocked it away. Coach, good luck to you tonight. We look forward to week number 6 unfolding here at the Liberty Bowl.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Coach Sam Powers joining us prior to kickoff as we get set for Mooreland and Mangum. It's a pink out night. The countdown to kickoff rolls on Classic Hits 97.7.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
All right, we are back at the Liberty Bowl. Camarillo Experience. Michael Barnes and a variable cast of thousands in the stands along our various platforms and over the radio as well. And glad to have you alongside our pregame as always. Brought to us by Great Plains Bank. And we've alluded to it and we've talked about it. Next week, an off week with that hole in the schedule because of Cordell dropping down to 8-man football. Not only will the players get a chance to heal up, we'll get a chance to get ready for that rather arduous drive to Texoma. I've already been looking at it and seeing how long it's going to take and what time the crew is going to have to leave. And I talked to Chad about it earlier. I think he's actually going to make the trip with me. I think we're going to meet in Sayre and then head out from there. So it's always amazing that you have to travel in another state to get to the state that you're going to. And, of course, we'll go through Texas to get to Texoma. So there you go. We look forward to that. Francis Maximus says, you know, one day he may take his son Nikolai to see the Liberty Bowl. Terry Williams has checked in. He says, go Mangum Tigers. Say good evening to LD Ormond. She says, go Tigers. And Evan Sharp checking in from the northeast part of the country. He says, hello there. And I'm ready to watch the game and go Tigers. And you can see that out there on the field, the spirit line is forming. Elsewhere tonight, around the schedule, Texoma, we talked about them. They have a non-district bowl game tonight, taking on 5A Guyman. Guyman doesn't have enough to field a 5A team, so they play an independent schedule. Okay. And they'll be doing battle with Texoma. Apache tonight is at Thomas. Apache looking for the first win. Doubt that they get it. Thomas is undefeated. And it's Southwest Covenant traveling to Carnegie tonight. Elsewhere, the teams that Mangum has already played this year, it will be Hinton at Watonga. Watonga looking for their first win of the year. Wilson will be on the road tonight as well. And last night, Hobart, as we told you, lost to Frederick 24-22 in a ball game that went back and forth, and really the Bearcats had a chance to win that thing.
Also on our YouTube, actually, Michelle checking in said, "Good luck, Tigers," and to her grandson, number 0.
Well,
so there you go.
Yeah, that's Curtis Hindley, one of our favorites. Michelle, My Bell.
Yeah,
you remember that song from the Beatles, don't you? Okay,
yeah.
Very good. All right. Elsewhere, the schedule looks like this. 8-man football. It will be Snyder at Hollis, and the Tigers are celebrating homecoming. As we talked to the folks at Hollis earlier today, and I said, who the Tigers have tonight? They said, Snyder. And I said, all right, there you go. Burns Flat Dill City is on the road. They are at Empire tonight. Luke, you are my son. Mountain View Guttybo will play at the Temple of Doom this evening, and this may be a good game. I'm not sold yet on the Cowboys of Ryan, and that's no disrespect to them, but they're at Tipton tonight. We'll find out if they are in the same echelon as Tipton. The record says they are, but we'll see how it goes tonight. Ryan and Tipton in a big-time Class C matchup. Last night, Corn Bible Academy beat Cordell 34-12. And does Cordell have an opponent scheduled for next week? Have you heard? They've been trying to
that they do.
I don't know that they do either. It's fall break, and they were having difficulty finding anybody to play. They've had to piece that thing together
Let me look
all
and see
season
if
long.
See if I can find one.
Speaking of homecoming, Altus is celebrating homecoming tonight. They should go 6-0 as they'll entertain the Bears of John Marshall in that bowl game at Hightower Memorial Stadium. John Marshall and Altus tonight, homecoming bowl game there. Also, we want to check in with baseball and softball scores. Fort Cobb Broxton, so they had the first player taken to the Major League Draft. They're still pretty good. They beat Lady in the semifinals of the Class B tournament 7-1, and the season came to an end for Navajo. Canute beats them 10-0. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Did you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
Well, whether you're tuning in on the YouTube channel or on Facebook, let us know where you're checking the broadcast out from, kind of like Michael Baker did. Michael says, go Tigers from Michigan.
Dave McCook says, let's go Mangum from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He likes to throw that out there.
Every time.
He really does.
Every time. And he knows I am just pining to go out there and play golf.
Have you ever been to Myrtle Beach?
I've never have. Years ago, my buddies and I in college, we went to North Carolina because one buddy had moved to North Carolina, and we went out there and stayed for a week. But we didn't go south. We went to Washington, D.C. Now, keep in mind, we were 19 years old. We were in a hotel room in Washington, D.C., and we were ready to spend 2 days going to the monuments, going to the Smithsonian Institute. But before we left,
You went to the Watergate Hotel?
No. An episode of Leave It to Beaver came on, and we had to watch that episode before we could go on a tour of Washington, D.C.
Oh, you got priorities, man.
We
you got to have
We
priorities.
certainly did that day. We want to thank our good friends at Great Plains Bank for sponsoring our pregame show all season long. Debbie Smith-Pride has joined us. Hello, Debbie. Good to have you alongside as we roll through a football Friday night. A couple of kids that won't be in uniform this evening will be Cooper Curbo, along with my guy, Talon Frazier. He's my guy because he wears number 5, and Curbo, my guy because he's just
Cooper Curbo.
He's just Cooper. He's just so. Both of them were fun to talk to, but Cooper was really delightful, and so I'm disappointed that Talon can't play because I wanted to do the down goes Frazier, down goes Frazier. So when you listen back to this, Talon, make sure that you YouTube that and find that Howard Cosell clip where Joe Frazier got knocked to the canvas and Cosell described it. Meantime, Cooper, I was talking to him about his aunt, and we'll hear from her before the night is over, I'm sure, from out in California, who always checks in and wants to know about Cooper's dance moves. And so I asked him about it on the sidelines a little while ago, and he said, I don't even know who she is, but she really is a big fan of mine. I'm like, oh, okay, Coop. Thanks, bud. I appreciate that. That is so Cooper Curbo. If you don't know the young man, that is the kind of response that you would completely and totally expect from him. So, winning the toss is Mooreland. They will defer, which is just fine with Mangum. You heard Sam Powers talk about it in the pregame show. We want to knock this one out early. No dilly-dallying, no wasting time. So they will get to football to begin the ball game. And this is one of those, depending on the field position, don't be surprised if they don't go over the top of the first play from scrimmage. So there you have it, a little prediction there. It is a pleasure to have you alongside. I gave you those baseball scores a moment ago. The state tournament's going on in the Oklahoma City metro area. In softball, how about this? Class A semifinal matchup. Arapahoe Butler outlasting Canute. Final score 1-0. Now, you don't think that wasn't a tense softball game. 1-0.
Now, and that was on the softball side.
Yes.
How did Navajo do today?
Well, and we said this going to break. You may have missed it. Canute shut them out 10-0. They lost in the semifinals. But again, another great season by Coach Winters and the Navajo Indian baseball team. They just do it year after year after year. The only trouble is, so do the teams that they have to play year after year after year. It's amazing how you can kind of pencil in the same group of teams each and every year. Also, we saw this team earlier this year, Class B Lady. In a semifinal matchup today, they beat Caney 16-0. So they will have advanced. Lady will have advanced to the championship bowl game tomorrow, and congratulations to them. Our officials tonight, the referee is Sean DeCamp. The umpire is DeAndre Gaines. Troy Vinson is the linesman. Maurice Mayfield is the back judge. And the line judge is Bryce Sellers, our good friend Bryce Sellers. So what do you need? I can get it for you. I've got everything. What you need? You want that? You want the Mooreland roster? I got it for you, man. Because Mitch McLaughlin takes great care of us. So there you go. By the way, my goodness, I thought maybe the 4th of July had resurrected itself, smelling all that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, what is it? Is it
not sulfur, is it?
It smells like sulfur. What it is it wasn't a gender reveal, but they used the gender reveal stuff because it's pink. It's a pink out night. Good to have you alongside. Pre-game show brought to you by our good friends over there at Great Plains Bank. We'll take one more time out and come back and have the kickoff. We get ready for Mangum and Mooreland here on Classic Hits 97.7.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
Our good friend Dirk Hammond just popped in and he said, hey, half the lights are blown here, so they're trying to get them fixed right now. Kickoff, fielded, 25-30, 35-40, and out to the 43-yard line. Nice return there, and it's Mitchell getting it done as he always does. He just runs a straight line. I love the way that Mason returns kicks. So Mason Mitchell gives Mangum great field position at their own 44 officially. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And again, given this field position and given what breeze there is, don't be surprised if Mangum didn't go over the top here.
Barbara Vaughn says, go Tigers. Curtis number 0, my great-grandson watching from Arkansas, and Anthony Dean watching from Midwest City.
Good to have you folks alongside on a football Friday night. Zeke here on the near side, going to send Mad Max in motion. Now he'll come back. They'll fake the handoff to him, and they will go up in the air. Wide open here on the near side. Pass is caught. That's Bo Rogers. Rogers at the 15, the 10, the 5, and into the end zone, Bo Rogers. Well, they went over the top, but they didn't go deep. It was a little slip screen back here on the near side. Flooded the zone on the right side. Everybody in a Mooreland uniform went that way. Bo wide open, and he catches a touchdown to begin the ball game. How about that?
Can I say Michael called it?
Well, I can say I didn't think it would. A short pass to the flat. Yeah, it's over the top. So 56 yards rather on the touchdown pitch and catch. And with 17 seconds gone by, Mangum leads at 6-0 with the extra point all the way from Hammond. Snap is bobbled but put down by Max. Kick is up and it's good. And just like that, folks, Coach talked about in the pregame show, got to strike early. They have 17 seconds into the ball game. Mangum on top, 7-0. This Classic Hits 97.7.
Bexar County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
Our good friend Lafayette Maddox didn't even get settled into his seat before Mangum put a touchdown on the board. Extra point good, and they lead at 7-0. 11:43 left in quarter number 1. And Derek Hammond will kick the football away. And talked about that broken finger last week that he had. Well, he's got it bundled up now. Ball bobble at the 20 on the ground and finally going to be recovered by Mooreland. And that is a big break there for the Bearcats. That ball should have been picked off by Mangum, but a goofy bounce, and they couldn't come up with a loose football. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Bearcats. Wow.
That was a collective gasp from both sides.
And it wasn't the little pooch kick that we're used to seeing. It just went through the receiver's hands. He didn't hold on to it. And I think the defender for Mangum, he was so intent on getting down to make the tackle, didn't realize the ball was on the ground until he went by and couldn't corral it. So 1st and 10 for Mooreland. They trail 7-0, just underway here in quarter number 1. They are in their road white uniforms with white helmets. Spread look, throw, flat, ball incomplete, picked off. Diego Tellis has got number 5 on the year. How about that? Penalty thrown on the play. Let's see if it's going to count for Diego. And ball thrown into traffic and kind of fell into Tellis's lap. And a hold on Mooreland, so obviously Mangum will decline. They'll take the football and have it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 18. Already on top, 7-0. And Diego, interception number 5 of the year, and we're on game number 6. So what they did, they actually called face mask, not holding. Nonetheless, Mangum has the football. Handoff, jet sweep, right side. 10, 5, and corralled at about the 1-yard line. will go the running back. Out on the edge, Lane Burnham. We talked about Lane inadvertently in the pregame show. And now we've got some confusion with the officials. This is the same group that we had a couple of weeks ago. So they discuss it, and personal foul, another face mask. Yeah, Lane looked like he was headed for the end zone, and suddenly he got catapulted back the other way. That
was an unnatural motion.
Yeah. Shouldn't be looking out of your ear hole like that at the end of a tackle. You're right. So the personal foul will move the ball down to the 1 yard line. First and goal from there. 11:24, quarter number 1. Direct snap and into the end zone for the score. As getting off the bottom of the pile with the football will be Remington Laughlin, 1 yard touchdown run. 11:18 left in quarter number 1. Mangum 13-0. They've run, 3 plays now and have 2 touchdowns. You got to like those numbers. And again, the only downside right now is, are they going to get the lights on before it gets too dark? We have to stop playing for a while. Snap is back, hold is true, kick is on its way, and it is up and good. So with 11:18 left in quarter number 1, Tracy Dale Smith, late of the Altus Merchants softball squad. Much like our team back in our heyday, big lead, 14-0 over Mooreland on Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, Mangum Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with Remax Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, Remax Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Well, Jerice Wilson Henry with a go-bo, and boy, he did. Also, Jana, your turn now.
Chanavong. There we go.
All right, Jana, good to have you alongside. Kay Wildman Hamilton has joined us as well. Kick by Derek here on the near side. This time it's fielded cleanly at the 12. Trying to go far side, nowhere to go. Open field tackle at the 20-yard line. Great job down on kick coverage that time. As getting downfield and making the play, Diego Tellis. No surprise there. Also want to say hi to our dear friend, Katie Bowen Carney. Katie, good to have you alongside. Yeah. Tell the big man we said hello. He's prowling the halls over there at Granite. I bet you there's probably some graffiti or something from when he was walking the halls as a student. Don't you think there's some mark that Richard left there at Granite?
Can you imagine having him and Eagle both in the same under the same roof? I mean, seriously.
Pretty good coaching staff, isn't it? First down carry here for Mooreland. They'll take it across the 25 out to the 26. So positive yardage there. That'll bring up a second down and about 5. Walker on the carry for Mooreland. Good job in there defensively by the secondary for Mangum. Leading the way, Bo Rogers. So it'll be second down and 5 for Mooreland. And right now the best defense that they can throw at Mangum is keeping the football away from the Tiger offense. What'd you tell me? Mangum has run a total of 3 offensive plays and 2 touchdowns?
Yes.
Second and 5, going to go under center here. Run the football left side and eking out 4 yards to the 29, just shy of a first down. It'll be third down and 1. And again, Walker on the carry. He's going to be the workhorse here tonight. Trenton Wilson is, along with Blaze Overton. So Jacob Walker, who is a sophomore, back-to-back carries.
They're having him take a look at it, but I mean, if you really look at it, The first down marker, or the first marker, is at the almost the 20 and a half, and the first down marker is right at the 30. So it's like it wasn't stretched all the way out.
Apparently it wasn't, and they gave him the first down. Well, that was different for sure. So the first down going to be picked up by Mooreland. Bearcats will move the football to the 30-yard line, and you're right. the chain.
It's still not 10 yards.
It's not taut as it. Quarterback keeper and maybe 3 on the play. Hard running there.
Was it a rugby game showed up?
Yeah, Blaze Overton on the carry. He will get 4, second down and 6.
A scrum? Would you call that a scrum?
It's definitely a scrum. Oh, buddy.
14, Mad Max
in on the play. We made that guy a cult here. I'll tell you what. The PA guy, I mean, he's probably got a TikTok channel now or something with the Mad Max channel.
You get royalties off of that, right?
Yeah, right. That's why I'm still doing things like driving to Norman today for training, because, I've got so much money coming out of my ears. Second down and 4. Deep handoff here. Great penetration by Richardson. Wow. And he'll make the play behind the line of scrimmage, back to the 28-yard line. Mad Max knew we were talking about him, and he made the play. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide that time by Aiden Quick. And a big loss behind the chains now. Third down and 11 are the Bearcats. 8:35 and running in the first quarter. They trail 14-0.
Loss of 5 on that second down.
And again, that's just playing your position. That's great technique by Max as he came straight up the field. A lot of times defensive ends, they want to crash. And when you come inside like that, get the edge set and they turn the corner and you're in trouble. But Max straight up the field made the play. So third down and 11 for Mooreland. See if the Bearcats can get them off the field. Again, they will stretch things out. And Walker breaking a couple of tackles and then finally going to get bumped out of bounds at the 32-yard line. So well short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and 8. Bo going to get credit for another tackle as he chased that play down the line of scrimmage. Stops the clock with 8:01 left in quarter number 1. Mangum 14-0. And back to receive the apparent punt will be Mason Mitchell. And again, if he doesn't break one tonight, I'm going to be stunned. Mitchell setting up shop at about his own 25-yard line. And get a whistle here. And a substitution being made. That's kind of unusual. All right, so they will punt. Bearcats kick on the way. Mitchell fields on the run at the 33. He's got the 40. 45, 50, comes near side, looks for a block and gets tackled at the 48-yard line. And that was probably a touchdown-saving tackle out in space that time by Cash Wyrick. So Mangum will get a 1st and 10. They're at the Bearcat 49. They marked him off his feet at the 49. So great field position for Mangum.
Hey folks, we were having some lighting issues.
So they've
shout out to the city of Mangum coming out and
had a pass play,
appreciate it, fellas.
A jet sweep, and a quarterback sneak in their 3 offensive plays for 2 touchdowns. Now they'll go pistol. Henley will come here in the slot, empty backfield. Remy, all kinds of time, got a man wide open. That's Rogers, makes the catch at the 10, and he'll walk into the end zone from there. Zeke Rogers over the top from 49 yards away. And with 7:38 left in the first period of play, 20-0, Mangum with the extra point on the way.
And for those math nerds out there, their scoring percentage went up from 66.7% to 75% on touchdown scoring plays.
Mary Jane Scott says, "Go Tigers," and they are right now. As again, Derek in to try the extra point. Mad Max is the holder. The snapper Shane Lee. Kick is on its way. It is up, and it's good. 7:38 left in quarter number 1. Mangum 21, Moreland, nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger Pride.
21-0. Mangum on top. 7:38 left in quarter number one. You've got mail.
Jonna had to laugh because she said her and her sister were talking about me being able to pronounce her last name, because she said that even she can't pronounce her last name. So there you go. So that makes my heart swell with a little bit of pride that I can do. But I was unprepared. I was not warmed up, Michael.
I'm sorry. I should have let you know. Derek kicks it off again. High end over end kick. Fielded back here at about the 13-yard line and dropped at the 15. Then picked up at the 16 and tackled in the open field. And again, great job by Mangum getting downfield on that kick coverage. And once again, it's that man, Diego Tellis. That's who Tellis loves kick coverage.
He likes just being in amongst the action.
Yeah.
And I don't think it matters what field of play it is.
I was going to say, you can put him on the basketball court, on the baseball field, and it's always the same. So Moreland will go to work. 1st and 10. They have it officially at their own 17-yard line, trailing 21-0 with 7:32 left in the first quarter of play. They've got one first down on the night. Full house backfield. One wide receiver split to the far side. Inside handoff, and look at Shane Lee filling the hole and saying, "Not today, my friend. You are rejected."
15, Jacob Walker. Once again on the carry.
Walker got drilled that time by Lee. Loss of a yard on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Loss of a yard. Going to make it 2nd and 10.
And Shane gets his paws on you. Forget about it. So 2nd down and 11 for the Bearcats. 5 minutes gone by in the first quarter of play. Happy that the lights are back. At a tip of the cap to the city of Mangum for getting out here and getting that done, getting those lights back on. Because it's not like it was at the beginning of the season when it stays light until almost 9 o'clock. Getting dark quick now. 2nd down and 11. And hard running across the 25 out to the 26-yard line. Big bruising fullback that time on the carry. It's Cash Wyrick. So Wyrick, he'll get 8 on the play and bring up a 3rd down at about 2.5. Line to make for a first down outside the 27. Line of scrimmage to 25. So again, Moreland would love nothing better than to just pick up another first down and keep the ball out of the hands of Mangum, as they have been able to score at will. Inside handoff and nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. Maybe a half yard on the play. It's going to be 4th down. And again, look at those big bodies unfold inside. Shane Lee in the middle of that. Also, Gabe Miranda, who's wearing number 59 tonight. Andrea King Ash watching Bo and Zeke from Orlando, Florida. Craig and Andrea and Emma love their Tigers. Good evening to Elaine Mills-Smith as well, and I'm surprised by this. 4th down and a yard deep in your own territory, and Moreland apparently going to go for it. They do snap it. Quarterback gets thumped, pushes the pile, and he got the first down. That's a nice effort that time by the quarterback for the Moreland Bearcats. And I think that was Blaze Overton on the carry, picking up the first down. It was not Overton. Instead, it was Aiden Quick. Charles Still, you're right. It's a whooping right now. But please don't call the hotline to make a referral. I've had enough. I've worked enough hours this week. More than enough hours.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
that's good. I like that.
5:05 left in the first quarter of play. Bearcats picking up that first down. And again, they continue to go that full house backfield. And why not? Turn, hand the ball off to the tailback, and Diego there to fill the hole at the 30-yard line. But the play continues, and give credit to the tailback that time. As Diego made the initial hit at about the 31, but quick actually pushed the pile to the 34. So a gain of about 4 on the play, 2nd down and 6. So even though he trails 21-0, Aiden Quick really running hard there. You can hear the band in the background. We're delighted as the Drums for Life will be performing at halftime, and we'll be able to carry that for you. You can enjoy the sounds and the sights at halftime. 2nd down and 5, and again, handoff. And right up the middle goes Cash Wyrick. Wyrick got submarined at about the 39-yard line. Clayton Caskey in on the stop, along with Gabe Miranda, Shane Lee as well. That's good enough for a first down. They'll move the sticks. Getting a lot of playing time here in this first quarter for Mangum is Brylan Smith. Smith, big old kid, boy, I tell you what, he one of those that back in the day, they called guys like him a fire plug, and you did not want to run into him. Now they want to throw the football, and that was not a good idea. Craig Manny, great defense that time.
Loss of 9.
As he got after the quarterback, and as Cameron said, a loss of 9, 2nd down and 19. Great job defensively that time by Mangum. Good tackling as well. 3:05 left here in the first quarter of play. Tigers on top, 21-0.
Randy Stelting says, hey, Tough. Uncle Randy said, go Tigers. We're hearing about Tough early.
He gets under center.
2nd down and 19 for Mooreland. And again, they'll run clock as long as they can. Hand off to the big tailback and across the 40 out to the 41-yard line. We'll go Wyrick. Cash, good-looking kid. A hard-running young man. And he makes the pile go forward when you hit him. Clayton in on this time.
Nice pickup on 2nd down.
Yeah. Also helping out that time on the defensive end, Curtis Henley. So it'll be 3rd down and about 9. Amanda Ruiz has joined us. Hello, Amanda. I don't know where they're cooking those hamburgers, but if you can smell them, you are a fortunate individual. That's a good aroma there. So again, they try to go up the middle, and that time Wyrick got drilled as he took the handoff. And the big-bodied gray shirts right in the middle of that one, thundering in there.
We'll call it no game.
For Mangum. 2 of those guys, Trey Williams. So it'll be 4th down and 9, and now apparently Mooreland is going to go for it. They'll split a wide receiver here on the near side. That's Wyatt Van Zee.
Look at the fullback.
And now a timeout going to be taken by the Bearcats. So a timeout going to be taken here. 1:27 left in the first quarter of play. Mangum 21. Mooreland nothings. Classic Hits 97.7.
Career Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
Martha Cutright says 2 great aunts, a great uncle, and a cousin are watching Mad Max and the Tigers up in Topeka, Kansas. She says, go Tigers.
We ought to put it out there for everybody. We had Brian Stowe said, let's go, boys, G-A-T-A. Somebody let us know what that, remind us what that means.
Yeah, I've been told, and I don't remember. So Mooreland out of the timeout will punt the football. They will keep it away from Mason. And the ball going to roll dead at the 28-yard line. Tigers will get a 1st and 10 from there. By the way, for those of you scoring along at home, please remember, Topeka is the state capital for Kansas.
Kansas, yes, it is.
A lot of folks would probably go Wichita, maybe even Lawrence, but it is Topeka.
It's not Kansas City?
Do what? Not Kansas City? No. And Kansas City is not the capital of Missouri either.
That is right.
It would be Jefferson City. Connie Rogers-Hewlick says, go Tigers. She knows Oklahoma City is the capital of Oklahoma, although at one point it was Guthrie. So 1st and 10, flip it out here in the flat. Ball going to be bobbled, and it is still loose and finally knocked out of bounds. They were trying to run a little slip screen and we're going to reverse it and go back the opposite way, and bobbling the ball that time. I think that may have been Mason Parker who couldn't hold on to it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that he had it long enough to consider it a catch.
Well, I think that they're calling it a reverse. That it would.
It was a backwards pass.
Yeah, I think that's why they.
Second and forever.
Second and forever. I like that.
Sean Johnson, right about that. Out on the right side, here's Curtis trying to get it back. He'll break tackles across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. Good running there in the open field. Curtis Henley. He'll get some of it back. It'll be 3rd down, still behind the chains.
Picked up about 14 on that one.
Well, the 23-yard line.
Ball set to the 23. The line to make is the 38. See what Sam Powers goes for here. And I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't 4-down territory with 30 seconds left in the first quarter of play.
Looking downfield.
Laughlin rolling out right side, buying time, throws across his body. Ball caught by Zeke. He'll break a tackle and take it to the 49-yard line, and there's your 1st down. Forget about going on it for 4th down. They got it on 3rd down. Wow.
Why wait around?
And what an accurate throw on the run by Remy. And Zeke makes the catch, and traffic picks up the 1st down. Hello, Robert Crawford on a Friday night. Fire, fastball, Zeke, another catch, makes a move, and he'll get tackled in the open field at the 35-yard line, but that's another 1st down for the Tigers, brought to us by 333 Dental. Clock will stop momentarily while they reset the chains, and Sam wanting to hurry up here. He wants to get off another play, but, well, no, they're not going to. They've decided to hold off. So the first quarter has come to an end. Mangum, total domination. They've got 21. Nothing on the board for the Bearcats. Period number 2 after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s and the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Before the second quarter gets underway, Jonna wanted me to know, so I can pass it along to you. Her son was able to spell his name in kindergarten, and his teacher was flabbergasted by that.
That's impressive.
That is a smart kid there.
See, if she would have messaged me first and I could have seen it, I could have pronounced it. I couldn't bring it. I couldn't bring it to memory.
Got to be able to look at it, is what you're saying. All right. Mangum now, 1st and 10 as they flip into the field. They've got it at the 35-yard line. Rogers going to go in motion. Now he'll come set. And Bo is at quarterback, is he not? Is that Bo? Yeah. He'll come near side, gets a block. Bo at the 30 and spun out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Good block out on the edge there by Curtis Henley. But positive yardage for Bo. He'll pick up 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Debbie Davis says, get a Tiger attitude. All right, Debbie. Settle down, sis.
GATA.
That's good. Okay.
There you go.
Yeah. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate that.
He was like, well, right back at you. You too.
Yeah, what I do wrong? That is too good. Ball through the hands of Mason. Boy, I tell you what. Parker got caught that time. He took a peek downfield. He makes that catch and he's into the end zone. It'll be 2nd down, or 3rd down, rather. David Henry says, way to come out and establish that Tiger power, and that's what Sam Powers wanted to see. You've got something, can you share it with us?
I'm still laughing about your reaction to GATA.
Yeah, it was so genuine. High snap, Bo tips it to himself, and there's the Bo Dozer trying to pick up positive yardage. And he'll get it inside the 30. It'll bring up a 4th down. Mangum will go for it, obviously, here. Yeah, I mean, I did. I thought, we're winning 21-0. I thought, wow, we got a pretty good broadcast going on, I thought. Debbie Davis is like, correcting me. I'm sure glad you were here to decipher that for me. All right, 4th down and 5. Mangum, we're going to go for it here in the 2nd period of play. Firing downfield, got a man wide open. Catch in the end zone. Touchdown. And another one for Zeke Rogers. Well, I tell you what, putting it right on his hands to make the catch there was Remy Laughlin. Doesn't get any smoother than that. And it's 27-0 with the extra point on the way.
Are you not entertained?
I mean, yeah. You know, and this is exactly what Sam Powers ordered up. We're going to come out, we're going to dominate through the first quarter. And the second quarter, as the extra point is on the way, it is up, and it is. Yeah, we had offsides on Mooreland. I think the kick was wide. We may get a re-kick here. By the way, Debbie Davis says that Gata came from Coach Cahagan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
I know Debbie for a long time. I love her to death. I'm thinking, man, she's taking me to the woodshed over this. Golly.
I thought I had a chip on my shoulder. Come on now.
Oh, that's just too good. So the extra point was no good, but the penalty will give Mangum another opportunity to kick it. They do, and this one is up and good. So they take advantage of the penalty. 55 seconds into period number 2. Mangum leads it 28-0. This is Classic Kids 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit WOSC.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, go Tigers.
11:05 left to the first half of play, and Mangum on top 28-0, kicking the football away again. And they've had great kick coverage. As ball bobbled at the 20-yard line, then picked up into the 21 and no more. Will go the return man. And that is
number 7,
Caleb.
Good defense on special teams.
Yeah.
Joey Crux on the return.
Okay, that's Jimmy Clark, who we had been told would be put in the lineup, and that's why I couldn't find him on the roster. Jimmy Clark on that return. Say hello to Caitlin Huckabee, who's joined us in the broadcast. Hello, Caitlin. Mangum on top, 28-0. And again, Sam will keep his regulars in there for the better part of the first half. Let them play the first series on both sides of the ball to begin the second half, and then bring in the second and third team after that. Dominating so far, 28-0. Mooreland has had a little bit of success on the ground. They'll go on the ground here and trying to turn the corner and getting thumped, but somehow keeping his balance. I tell you what, that is a nice run by Aiden Quick. He got hit hard at the 20-yard line, bounced off the tackle, kept running, and eventually did get tackled at the 20. They give Quick credit. I mean, that first one would have brought a lesser man down. As it turns out, he will lose about 2 on the play, second down and a dozen. And, we talk about body language and the opposition, and boy, Mooreland already looking a bit gassed out there. I was watching the wide receiver come here on the near side, and he was laboring to get there. Stretch play on the handoff, but again, that interior defense for Mangum is there. Walker got hit just as soon as he took the handoff. And anytime guys with 7 and 6 as their first numbers on you, I don't care what kind of running back you are, if you're getting hit by those fellas as you're taking the handoff, thanks for playing along at home, but you're not going anywhere. So it'll be third down and 11. Here's Teresa Sainer, who's checked in from California. She says, let's go Tigers. And you know what, Teresa, you need to come see us here so we can introduce you to Cooper. I don't know if you heard this story earlier, but it's a great one about Cooper. Third down now. Moreland wants to throw. Ball up for grabs. Diego's got the interception at the 40, 35, and spun down at the 31-yard line. Diego Tellis, his second interception of the ball game. Do what?
There's another GATA. I'm not putting that on the air.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I can see that one coming from the source that they said it came from.
Get after their donkey. I like that.
There you go.
Yeah, very good. All right, so Mangum takes over. Great field position, leading 28-0. Second interception of the night for Diego. And now Mangum goes to work. High snap. Good job, though, by Rogers to go up and get it. And Bo will take it. Get knocked out of bounds at the 22. That's just a jog out on the edge on the right side.
Gain about 9 yards.
We'll give him 9. Second down and 1.
9-12 left in this first half.
By the way, Teresa is also related to Debbie Davis. And Teresa says, way to give it to him, Debbie! We appreciate it!
I guarantee.
Yeah. Get after Barnes. He needs it. Second down and 1. Pistol formation. Curtis has not carried the ball a whole lot. They'll fake the handoff here. Bo going to fire into the end zone. Nobody there in a gray shirt. There was a white shirt there, and that was actually not Rogers, but Laughlin, who had come back in to play quarterback. A penalty flag on the play. Ineligible receiver downfield, I believe. Going to be the call on Mangum. And that's one of those that if you're a lineman, ineligible receiver downfield.
So
I've never seen an eligible receiver downfield
on the defense.
On the defense, there was a defensive hold that took place. Well, maybe Santa Claus pointed the wrong way. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's corrected
so
it.
they should offset.
They're offsetting. Now they called the holding penalty on Mangum as well.
Wow.
All right.
That's a horse of a different color.
So they'll probably take the hold because that's a spot foul, and I think they're saying that happened back around where the quarterback was. Yeah. They'll decline the receiver downfield, and take the hold, which will move the football back to the 32-yard line.
So second and 11 now.
9:05 left in the first half of play. Laughlin hands it off Henley, and Curtis.
Nice hit.
Not a whole lot of room there. Flattening down the line, coming to make the play defensively. Big old back, Jose Lucero. So third down now, and about 11 and a half. Mangum on top, 28-0. And this so far has been the only drive that hasn't worked for them. Followed an interception by Diego Tellis, his second of the night. Handoff near side, cut back to the inside 30, 25, and dragged down at the 23-yard line. Curtis Henley. So Henley will make it a 4th and we'll call it 3. Yeah, line of scrimmage 24, line to make the 21. So third down and 3. 8:10 left here in the first half of play. Mangum leading 28-0. Laughlin, pistol formation, wide receivers here on the near side. Now Parker in motion. Bo will go to the left side as well. He'll flip it out here to Curtis. He'll get a block, turn the corner at the 20, 15, still on his feet, 10, 5, and into the end zone. Curtis Henley. The little slip bubble screen out here in the flat on the left side. Great blocking downfield by the wide receivers. And with 7:46 left in the first half, Mangum 34-0 with the extra point on the way.
No laundry on the field.
Oh, let me tell you about Rocky Pierce. Rocky, checking out the broadcast tonight from Pratt, Kansas. Rocky, good to have you alongside. So Derek Hammond in to try the extra point. Lee, the snapper, the holder, Mad Max. Snap is back, hold is true, kick is up, and it's a 35-0 ball game with 7:46 left in the first half of play. Mangum 35, Mooreland 0. This is Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
So Mangum on top, 35-0 here in this first half of play. 7:46 remaining. Haven't been able to get them really into the red zone. We call that the Sovereign Bank red zone because they've been scoring outside the red zone. We have gotten in a couple of 333 dental first downs, but again, it seems like when they score, they're scoring on a third down play. Derek's kick here on the near side, wobbly, and it will sail out of bounds. So 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Mooreland will go to work.
The pink laundry, did you notice?
Yeah, I did. They've got the officials have pink flags and pink whistles.
That's going to give them some good field position.
I thought we would see more pink here tonight than we do.
Here's something I've never heard, Michael.
Okay.
We actually have somebody that's listening to the game while they're playing a video game called American Truck Simulator. So they're listening to us broadcast the game while they play a video game, listening to the radio on that video game. How crazy is that?
If I were Cosmo Kramer from Seinfeld, I would say, it blows my mind, Jerry. 1st and 10 at the 35. Mooreland goes to work. And now
Thank you, Nick at Night, by the way.
Now a timeout going to be taken by the Bearcats. We take 1-2. 7:46 left in the half. 35-0. Mangum on top. Classic Hits 97.7.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
35-0 Mangum on top. Timeout taken by the Bearcats of Mooreland. I would think at some point tonight, probably our good friends up there at K101 Radio, CJ Montgomery and crew, might check into the broadcast and might send a little bit of the feed over K101 as they do Friday night quick scores each and every Friday night up there, and do a great job with it as well. Inside handoff, and you know, if I was gonna pick kids to start a football team, I think I might start with Cash Wyrick. He's just a good-looking athlete.
Not a bad pick.
Yeah, runs hard and kind of a throwback kind of football player, really. He's a junior. One of the things, you know, the reason I call him throwback, I mean, he puts both hands over the football and it just runs, as my running back coach used to say, pin your ears back and run to the goal line. You can dance after the game. Second down and 6, ball bobbled, but Ryrick will get it on the handoff and take it out to the 42. Cray Manny in on the stop. Manny a big tackle earlier in the ball game on a 4th down situation. Shane Lee there as well, and they actually said that the running back was down at the 41, so they'll bring up a 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, I look at Wyrick and I see kind of a big country attitude to the boy.
Oh, yeah. So here we go. 3rd down and 4. Toss sweep right side. Mangum does a good job of stretching it out, but a better job by Mooreland of blocking it. And out to the 50-yard line will go the tailback, Aiden Quick. Not so fast, my friends. We do have a penalty flag. And the coaching staff upstairs said holding. Mangum did stretch that thing out, but then suddenly tacklers disappeared, and maybe that hold was why. So the white hat across the way, dead ball foul. Personal foul called on Mangum. So forget the hold. And that is a dead ball penalty, so they mark it off from the end of the play.
That's 15, isn't
it? Yeah, it is a 15-yarder. And it'll take it all the way down to the 36. So best field position of the night for the Bearcats.
Patricia Stelting says, go Tigers, and of course, tough number 20.
Tough will get in there before the night's over, I can promise you that. So here we go, 1st and 10 now for Mooreland. And again, they've just run that power set all night long. Going to go with a toss sweep here, nowhere to go. Great job of penetrating. And again, coming up from his backfield position will be one of those cornerbacks, Caden Carter. You heard Sam talk about it during the pregame show. I'm the cornerback coach, so anytime they do something well, give me credit for it.
Loss of 7 on the play.
That was a great job, open field tackle there by Carter. Because Jacob Walker, pretty good looking back, but Carter, excellent technique. It takes you to put your head and shoulders across the ball carrier and then wrap up, put those legs together, and they can't go anywhere. And that's exactly what Caden did. So a big loss, 2nd down and long, and trouble on the snap. And I think getting back on it will be Mooreland. They'll get about a yard out of the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and long. Boy, you look at all those gray shirts that came out of that pile, and you wonder how they didn't come up with the loose football. Gabe Miranda in the middle of that action. Brylan Smith as well. And Brylan, one of those kids that just is getting better every week that goes by. Getting a little bit stronger, a little bit bigger, a little bit tougher. Some of the activity of his teammates, guys like Jackson Brooks, you know, kind of showing the way for somebody like young Mr. Smith. 3rd down and long. Again, they're going to run the toss, try to turn the corner. Penalty flag will fly. This time, this will be either a hold or a block in the back. Maybe a moot point because Mooreland didn't gain anything on the play. Shane Lee there chasing down the line. Made the stop. And I think if you, well, actually, they lost a couple of yards. So I think if you're Mangum, you decline this penalty. And force
make it fourth and long.
Yeah, make him either go for it or kick it back to you. So we got a couple of penalties, block of the back and a hold. And that's why we're broadcasters, and I'm not a very good one. Certainly, I'm even worse as a coach because, I'm watching him go through. Okay. So the first time the official went through his histrionics, he did not show that Mangum was going to decline the penalties.
The ball should be at the 45, but they put it back to where the third down ended, so it'll be 4th and 16 now.
All right, from the 43-yard line. 4:25 left in the half, 35-0.
Do want to say, Brian Stowe wanted to give a shout out that Mangum definitely has the field looking good tonight, and they definitely do.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Dirk about that prior to kickoff, and he said he got a little bit of moisture, a little bit of water on it this week, which helped out tremendously. 4th down now, and quarterback keeper across the 35 down to the 34, but nowhere near the first down. Open field tackle by Diego Tellis, who has been there all night long. And Mangum will get it on the offensive possession coming to an end for Mooreland. So the Tigers will get it on downs. But and I was talking to Dirk. I said, they've got that tropical storm thing going on, and they say that we're going to get moisture off of that. I'm like him. I'm not convinced we're going to get any rain.
And Ron said Dirk Hammond is a bad man.
He is. So Mangum will get it 1st and 10, and now they're going to call timeout because a little bit of confusion coming off the sideline. 4 minutes left in the first half. They're in charge, 35-0. Classic hits 97.7.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win!
Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 is your certified Firestone tire dealer and a proud supporter of the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. When you need tires, we're specialty trained and equipped to take care of you. Lyle Shaw and his crew at Blair Tire and Feed wish the Tigers lots of luck in today's game. And always remember, play smart, play safe, play hard, and play with pride. And good luck from everyone at Blair Tire and Feed on the corner of Highway 283 and 19 in Blair, Oklahoma.
Mangum band making their way towards the field here at the Liberty Bowl. They'll be joining the drums for live coming up at halftime. We'll have that performance for you. Look forward to it as well. So out of the timeout, Mangum got it 1st and 10 now. On top, 35-0. Laughlin faked the throw, going to run across the 35 down to the 40-yard line. He'll gain 5 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 5. So a design quarterback keeper. Yeah, they marked him at the 39, so it'll be 2nd down and about 5.5. And I think that Sam runs that play because he is setting something else up. Seriously, I think you're probably going to see Remy probably with a shoulder shrug and a sluggo by the wide receiver. Laughlin keeps it again, has room, 45-50, still on his feet at the 45-40, down the near sideline, 35-30, and finally bulldog down at about the 26-yard line. Great running there by Remy Laughlin. So Laughlin, and we saw it last year from the tight end position quite often, his ability to run with the football, and back-to-back plays here, and he's taking it all the way down to the Mooreland 26. 1st and 10, brought to you by 333 Dental. And now you're saying let's throw the football. 3 minutes left in the first half.
A little dink.
Laughlin, single back look. Now he'll send a man in motion. Hand it off straight up the middle. And inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line, protecting the football and running hard. That was Mason Mitchell. Good job by Mitchell. We got a flag on the play, though. Those pink flags are hard to see, and we're going to get a hold called on Mangum. Rosanna Schuster has joined the broadcast. Hello, Rosanna. So the positive yards gained there by Mason going to get wiped away by the hold. And they'll mark it back the other way. So again, a spot foul. That'll take it all the way out to the 34. Now the line to make for a first down is the 17. And now a timeout going to be taken by Mooreland. Well, this second quarter has been rather lengthy. Mangum leads at 35-0. 2:29 left in the half. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hey, all you Tiger fans, it's game time. This is Jacob Gilner from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. We are thrilled and ready for live Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger action on the field and court this season. Let's pack the stands and cheer loud. Cattlemen's Bank is full of school spirit. Go Tigers.
Attention Mangum Tigers. Are you ready to show your Tiger pride? This is Lori Laughlin from Cattlemen's Bank, member FDIC. At our bank, we are always geared up and ready to cheer the Tigers and Lady Tigers on to victory. You can count on us to wear the brightest orange and black. We'll see you at the games.
Two things that led me to know it was going to be a good day and night. That's always a good day for Michael Barnes. But one, on my way to Norman for training, Foghat Slow Ride came on my iTunes. That was the song. That was the song that got me to where I was even more of a psychopath than regular when I played football. And then the other thing was, Sam and I both got haircuts today. Fresh trims for us both. Flip here on the near side, caught by Mitchell, and Mitchell down the near sideline, steps out of bounds at the 19-yard line. That'll be short of a first down by about 1.5 yards. So Mangum will get it second down from there. Good job by Remy here on the near side. Got pressure late and just dumped the football over to Mason. And he used those wheels down the near sideline. Mitchell picked up about 14 on the play. He's in the backfield now with Remy. Here in the slot, Mad Max. See if they don't get him the football. Gonna send Max in motion. And keeping it is Mason. Mason inside the 10. And then turn back at the 9-yard line. But Mason will pick up a 3:33 dental first down.
Hey, and they're the red zone, too.
Yes, brought to you by Sovereign Bank.
2:15 left in this first
So
half.
first and goal now from the 9-yard line. Clock winds at 2:10 left in the first half. Mangum trying to enter their 35-0 lead. Pistol formation. And handoff. No, Remy going to keep it. Laughlin, boy, I tell you what, great fake there and able to weave his way through traffic down to the 1-yard line. It'll be second and goal from there.
He fooled everybody.
Yeah, he did. There's one guy that is spying on Laughlin who did kind of stay with him, but Remy carried him for about 5 or 6 yards and finally was knocked off his feet at the 1.
It was second and goal now.
So second and goal, and we've got one of the big uglies in at the fullback position. Well, those numbers are hard to read from here. That may be. And it is into the end zone. I mean, I'm trying to see if. Yeah, I'm going to come to the near side. I'm not going to call it until I can see it for sure.
Trey Williams with a touchdown.
And Trey Williams on the touchdown carry. So Williams, from 1 yard away, will get the touchdown with 1:14 left in the first half of play. It's now 41-0 with the extra point on the way. Trey, a couple of carries last year from the fullback position, gets a touchdown here. Extra point on the way from Hammond is no good as it doinks off the upright. About the only thing that hadn't gone right tonight. 1:14 left in the half. 41-0. Mangum in front. Classic is 97.7.
Do you know the freshest and most beautiful long-lasting flowers always come from Flowers Unlimited in Mangum? If you want to send flower arrangements that look and smell great and last a long time, your best choice is to make that local phone call at 580-782-2122 for fresh flowers, silk flowers, gift selections, collectibles, memorials, and bereavement gifts. Make that trip to Flowers Unlimited, 113 South Oklahoma in Mangum.
If you need some welding done or a metal building built, Then call Rocky Caskey. Rocky has built metal buildings in southwest Oklahoma for more than 15 years. Carports, patio covers, building large or small, Rocky Caskey does them all. Don't settle for less. Get the best building for your money. Call Rocky Caskey at 580-471-8282. That's 471-8282. Rocky supports high school sports.
Our good friend Brent Peeler checking in and loving the efforts tonight of Mason Mitchell. And then Brent has to rub it in that he's listening from the Philippines.
Oh, somebody's got to do it, and somebody's got to rough it, you know.
Yeah. I'm hearing the sand, or not the sand, but I'm hearing the surf on the sand.
Oh, you can hear the sand. I mean, come on. If you want to hear the sand, you can hear the sand.
All right, then. End over end kick picked up at the 18-yard line, near side 25, 30, and out to the 33-yard line. Good return that time by the Bearcats, and the return man, Wyatt Van Zee.
Brought down by Dylan Lee.
Dylan Lee in on the stop for Mangum. So Mooreland goes to work at their own 34-yard line with 1:08 left in the first half of play.
Just if you're hearing the sand, you're just having a better day than most.
Too many coconut Mai Tais if you're hearing the sand. I was thinking more along the lines of being in the shower and it,
I got
being all over your feet or something, a little crunchy sound. The older I get, maybe I will hear sand. Who knows? See if Mangum can end the first half with the shutout, leading 41-0. Quick handoff, boy, I tell you what. Again, Mangum just convinced that they're not going to throw the football to the Bearcats, and they're just teeing off on that defensive line. As Wyrick got smashed by Big A, Aiden Augustine. Aiden, one of those big eaters. Trey Williams in there as well. Mooreland just simply letting the clock run down to 35 seconds left of the first half. Candy Williams says, good job, Tigers. Fallon Perry has joined the broadcast as well. Second down and 10. Mooreland has one timeout remaining. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't use it here. I'm finding the back judge. He's not counting yet, so they'll be able to get the play off before time expires. Inside handoff and carrying tacklers out to about the 38-yard line will be the tailback. What will be the final play of the first half of Clayton Caskey in on this stop. Trey Williams there. Shane Lee. And with that, the half will come to an end. Mangum in control. 41 on the board at the intermission. Nothing for this group from Mooreland on Classic Hits 97.7.
Bear County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Rod Calhoun support high school sports. Mickey and Rod offer insurance for property, auto, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're ready to serve you at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Call 580-782-3827.
Hello, Lone Wolf and Hobart.
Granite Drug Company is now delivering to Hobart, Lone Wolf, Granite, and Mangum. Granite Drug Company is a complete pharmacy ready to fill and deliver your prescriptions. And it's easy to get switched. Just call 580-535-2130 or visit our store at 316 North Main in Granite. Granite Drug Company has an ice cream fountain open all day and lunches from 11 to 2. Health and beauty products and selection of gifts. Granite Drug Company is here for you.
All Mangum in that first half of play. Sandy Hopper Hartshorn joining us. Mangum on top 41-0. And their first, 4 plays from scrimmage, they had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, their percentages were way up there, that's for sure.
It was 21-0 before people got settled into their seats and kind of put it into cruise control since.
Special guest.
The Mangum Tiger has joined us. Hold that Tiger. Hold that Tiger. Here, let's get
wait a second. I got to get a picture of that.
Let's get a picture. Hold that Tiger. Number 5. And we like anybody with the number 5. All right. Tigers can't talk, so we can't do a halftime interview with the Tiger. But
the disappointment.
Nonetheless, we can tell you that our halftime is brought to us by Cattleman's Bank. And it's funny that makes me think about a conversation I had earlier this week with Mad Max's parents and all that good stuff. For a while, they were at Hollis. And in fact, Max's mom graduated from Hollis. And I was talking to her, and she actually played the first year of 5-on-5 at Hollis with UV Williamson as her coach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so when I was talking to her about that, I said, well, tell me about your basketball. And she goes, you just tell my brother that I scored more points in the game than he ever did.
Oh, ouch.
So Bombs Way Bernard, there you have it. Your sister has thrown down the gauntlet. All right, let's take you down to the field as we get set for Drums for Life. It's halftime. Mangum on top, 41-0. Enjoy the halftime show on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Tiger fans, this is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here.
Tiger fans. This is Jill Grauman with RE/MAX Property Place. If you need to buy or sell a property or a home in Mangum or anywhere in Greer County, just call me at 580-706-0259. You'll see lots of my signs around town because I get the results for my clients. I say, go Mangum Tigers.
Jill Grauman, RE/MAX Property Place. Always here, always helping.
All the employees at Great Plains Bank Mangum are excited for the school year. We look forward to seeing everyone come out and get that Tiger spirit and support the young men and women of Mangum as they try and bring home the gold ball. You will see us at the game and hear us on the radio and internet. Come see Great Plains Bank Mangum for your banking needs on the corner in downtown Mangum. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At the half, Mangum on top, 41-0. Great performance by the Mangum Band and Drums for Life at halftime. Glad to have them alongside here this evening. And boy, I tell you what, that first half of play, Mangum throwing the football all over the field, and Remington Laughlin putting balls right on the hands of Zeke Rogers. 3 different occasions come to mind. A couple of touchdown catches when he was wide open. And Mangum has not looked back. You'll see the starters for the first series on both sides of the football, and then we'll have the second-level kids play the rest of the way. And I believe we'll see a running clock in the second half as well. Halftime, by the way, brought to you by Cattleman's Bank, 1400 North Lewis Tittle here in Mangum. Other scores from around Class A2, Healdton leading Rush Springs 20-14. That is a halftime score. Ringling in front of Wilson 24-8. That is late in the second quarter. No surprise here. Thomas out in front of Apache 34-3. That score is a second quarter score. Elsewhere, Tallahena, number 1 in the state, leading Central Salisaw 18-12. I believe they had an overture. Fairland in front of Afton, 55-0. Texoma, next opponent.
I see what you did there, by the way.
Thank you. Texoma, the next opponent for Mangum in 2 weeks. They lead Guyman at the half, 28-0. Porter Consolidated in front of Summit Christian, 24-6. Kanawha shutting out Elmore City, 44-0. That's in the first half. Here's one that everybody's watching: Woodland and Hominy. At the half, Woodland in front of Hominy, 8-6, the score there. Southwest Covenant leading Carnegie, 7-0. That is late in the first half of play. Velma Alma last night beating Bruce Wayne. Final score on that one, 32-14. Also, sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Mounds getting shut out by Liberty, 41-0 at the half. It's Regent Prep in front of Gore, 21-14 at the intermission. Ketchum leads Barnsdall 37-6. Here it's Mangum 41. Nothing on the board for Mooreland. The Bearcats will get the ball to begin the third quarter of play. Our halftime brought to us by Cattleman's Bank. Second half is coming up. Stick and Say. Classic Hits 97.7.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
In Bloom Flowers and Gifts is proud to sponsor Mangum Tiger Games. The new In Bloom Flowers and Gifts offers a big selection of Tiger Pride items. Make some noise, Tiger fans, and show your pride with spirit items. In Bloom Flowers and Gifts, right in the corner with the right Tiger pride.
Greer Funeral Home proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're wishing our team strength, teamwork, and success all season long. Serving Greer County since 1923. Phone 480-2111.
Ashley Slayton and Catherine Webb, certified family nurse practitioners, and the rest of the friendly faces at the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum treat all ages, children through adults. This means we are all yours for well child exams, annual checkups, as well as those illnesses that can hit us. We also do management of chronic illnesses like asthma, diabetes, and high blood pressure. Same-day appointments are usually available. At the JCMH Family Care Clinic in Mangum, call 782-3393 for appointments.
At the half, Mangum on top 41-0 against the Bearcats of Mooreland, and Mangum trying to keep that undefeated record intact and trying to make sure that they get those 15 points, and they're well on their way to doing that. Pershawn Davis says, "Get her done, Mangum Tigers," and they certainly are getting it done. And kickoff will roll out of bounds.
Yeah, but it was touched. It was touched by the receiving team.
Mooreland did touch it. Yeah. All right. I couldn't.
They're keeping it interesting on the receiving team.
They are. Here in my corner of the booth, Blaze Overton couldn't quite tell if he had touched it or not. It went out of bounds, and so it will be Mooreland football. And by the way, we did notice the official rolling the clock, so we expect this would be a fairly quick second half of play, with Mangum in command, 41-0. And again, the Tigers off next week. They will return to action coming up in 2 weeks when we make the trip to Texoma. And then the following week, Halloween. How about this? Thomas comes to town. Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that 2-week stretch there will be the determination of the top 3 positions in the district standings. There is no doubt about that. Inside handoff for the Bearcats. Nowhere to go for Mooreland. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And Cray Manny in on another stop. Trey Williams as well. Shane Lee in the neighborhood as well. 2nd down.
David Henry and Jim Cadell both saying, way to go Tigers, and let's go Tigers.
True story that I'll weave in between downs here. Earlier today, my child welfare job took me to Norman for training. That's where our training center is. And one of my colleagues, 2nd down and 10, quarterback going to keep it, late pitch, and boy, he should have held on to the football as Mooreland will lose additional yardage back to the 20-yard line. Great job of stringing that out on the edge by the Tigers. They were not fooled one bit. And it'll be 3rd down and long. Anyhow,
Shane Lee in on that tackle.
As I was saying, we're at this training, and one of the participants was lamenting the fact that traffic was extremely heavy. And I said, well, it's going to be worse going back if you're headed south.
Oh, my.
Like I am. And she's like, well, why is that? I said, they got an event going on south of here. She had no idea what I was talking about.
Just a little something going on this weekend.
Toss sweep here on the near side again. Mangum, great pursuit all the way back to the 15-yard line. And Mason Mitchell is there. Mason Parker as well. So Mason squared. It'll be 4th down and long. Penalty flag at the end of that play. I don't know if that's going to go against Mangum or not as they wind the clock. But then I told her, I said, well, OU Texas. So what does that mean? I'm like, you're killing me.
Wow.
Unsportsmanlike conduct going to be called against the Bearcats. And they're getting frustrated now. And you do on a night when you're getting beat 41-0. The clock's running. 9 minutes and 5 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of play. And you get unceremoniously tackled 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I saw after the play, I saw the ball go flying in an odd way, and it was soon thereafter that the flag went flying. So,
all right, so 4th down and long, and Mangum will get the football back. Punt on the way, low line drive. On the run, catches made by Mason. He's got the 25 or 35 and down to the 30, and then runs in his own man. Mitchell, though, about 10 on the return. 1st and 10 for Mangum at the 30-yard line of Mooreland. And you're laughing. I know why you're laughing.
He never went down.
Well, and the referee keeps rolling his arms saying, don't stop that clock. Let it run. 8:15 left, and they do stop it. Well, they got an injury. I think somebody for the Bearcats may be suffering cramps right about now. So we'll keep it here and expand on that ball game tomorrow between Oklahoma and Texas. Kickoff at 2:30 from the Cotton Bowl. And from all accounts, Mr. Mateer will be the starting quarterback tomorrow for the Sooners. And I really think that is the difference of the ball game.
I honestly think, regardless of whether Mateer plays or not, I think the Sooners.
Think the Sooners win?
The Sooners have the edge.
Okay. We shall see. Arch Manning, who has not lived up to his billing, and that's nothing against him, but he has really struggled as the injured player gets to his feet. Josh Crofts will leave underneath his own power. But anyhow, that game tomorrow at 2:30, OU and Texas. And I don't know how many of you saw how Philadelphia got eliminated from postseason baseball last night, but my goodness, how difficult that must be for the Phillies and their fans. Cray Manny gets the handoff, 25-20, needs a block, gets it 15, and finally knocked out of bounds inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. It is a 3:33 dental first down inside the red zone. The red zone brought to us by Sovereign Bank.
He got a good block, and then he made his own block as well.
So it'll be first and goal from the 9. So normally, Coach will run his first team out there to begin the third quarter play. Not doing it tonight. Caskey in at quarterback. Clayton turns, hands the ball off to Manny. No, Clayton going to keep it himself and walk into the end zone. How about that? Earlier, one of your folks on YouTube called Remy Laughlin Houdini with his fake. Well, my goodness, what does that make Clayton Caskey there? Wow. Caskey, the 9-yard touchdown run. And I mean, he went in all by himself. Nobody was even close to him. They were tackling Manny, who he faked the ball to. Wow. Great sleight of hand there. So Mangum adds to their total. Here's the extra point on the way, and it's going to get blocked. Mooreland came off the edge in a hurry. So the clock will run. 6:35 left here in the third. 47-0. Mangum on top. We're back for the kickoff after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Law offices of Corey Kendall proudly support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. We're behind you all the way. Go Tigers! Corey Kendall, attorney at law, 122 North Oklahoma Avenue in Mangum.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Mangum Regional Medical Center proudly supports the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Here's to a healthy, winning season and a community that stands together. If you need us, find us at mangumregional.net.
Some great college football tomorrow, in addition to that OU matchup with Texas. I'm looking forward to the precursor to that. Missouri and Alabama play at 11 tomorrow morning.
What's your take on that one?
You know, I from Missouri, but they're just never as good as you want them to be. And so I think down in Tuscaloosa, I think that Bama will win that football game as the kickoff will sail out of bounds. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35 for Mooreland. Oregon, a top 10 matchup tomorrow in the Big Ten. Same thing for Ohio State.
What do you think about Coach? What do you think about Coach Franklin's future?
You know, the guy's got a great winning record against everybody but top 5 opponents, you know?
Everybody but Michigan, Oregon, and Ohio State.
Yeah. And so, you know, I think the alumni get frustrated and they've got deep pockets. And I really think that unless they turn things around. That loss last week hurt him more than you know.
He made Iamaleava look like a Heisman contender.
You know, UCLA comes in winless in that ball game, and you're right. I mean, they beat Penn State, and Penn State made it close down the stretch, but I really think that loss probably was his undoing. I don't think they'll fire him mid-season, but he may be gone by the end of this season. Toss sweep here for the Bearcats, and getting back to the line of scrimmage is Wyatt Van Zee. It'll be second down and 10.
Number 1, Wyatt Z.
Out on the edge, Mad Max Richardson in on the stop. That'll be second down and 10. The other team that I'm curious about tomorrow is Indiana. You know, are they as good as they might be? It'd be interesting to see.
Can they stop anybody?
There's some good college football tomorrow for sure. We didn't even mention Oklahoma State. 2nd down and 10. Again, they'll keep the ball on the ground and wrestle down at the 37-yard line. Here's the tailback, Aiden Quick. And
number 44, Brandon Sutterth.
Sutterth with a tackle. Brandt, wearing that number 44, proudly made the tackle. Katie Williams says, good job, Tigers. And our good friend Jerice Wilson-Henry has checked in as well.
Ron said the OU defense going to give Arch fits like the Tigers are giving Mooreland fits tonight.
3rd down and 8, and a gain of 1 out to the 39. It'll be 4th and long, and you would think that they will punt the football away.
Number 7, Joey Cross on the carry.
Jerice Wilson-Henry says, by the way, go Boomers, Sooners. So
4, Craig Manning on the tackle.
we know where her allegiance lies. Craig Manning getting plenty of playing time here tonight. Craig, just like the way he plays.
Mason Mitchell.
Big old tough kid. Just get after it. Line drive. Mitchell going to field it at the 25. Got the 30. 35, 40, looking for a block. And he's knocked out of bounds at about the 47-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. And holding going to be called against Mangum. Wow. So they'll have good field position. It won't be quite as good as what was originally anticipated.
Caskey Copperfield.
Caskey Copperfield.
Yeah, you asked about the Houdini for.
Okay,
So
I
for
like
Caskey,
that.
it's the Caskey Copperfield.
An alliteration.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That
That's
came
good.
from Ron. Ron's on it, on top of it tonight.
He's magical.
He is, apparently.
We're going to call him Lucky Charms. So we'll go to work 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Minute left here in the 3rd. They lead 47-0. Handoff here on the near side and scrambling out to the 35 and 36-yard line. Will go the new tailback for the Tigers. And making his first appearance at that position tonight, Dylan Lee. 35 seconds left here in the 3rd, so this will likely be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It has gone 12 minutes. I'll be interested to see if they even let a minute go by in between the periods.
Oh.
Give credit there.
He's still on his
Not
feet.
willing to go down was Dylan Lee. Lee was getting banged around by 4 or 5 guys, and he refused to be knocked off his feet.
We'll call it 3rd and 4 for the Tigers.
So it'll be 3rd down and 4 when Mangum gets the ball to begin the 4th period of play, leading 47-0. 3 periods in the book. Back to the Liberty Bowl for the final 12 after this. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Are you ready to take the next step towards your degree? Reach Higher is Oklahoma's degree completion program designed just for you. At Western Oklahoma State College, we make it easy to finish your associate's degree with flexible options that fit your busy life. Choose from online classes to face-to-face learning or a mix of both. Don't wait. Enrollment is open now. Visit wosc.edu or call us at 580-477-2000 and start reaching higher today.
Hey, come on by the Mangum Tag Agency at 108 East Pierce in Mangum for all your vehicle tag and registration needs. Driver's license, ID renewals, including CDL or Add Real ID. We now offer initial issuance and out-of-state driver's license and ID transfers. And we issue Pike Pass. For fast, friendly customer service, come see Tom, Cynthia, or Adam. We're here for you. Check us out online at mangumtag.com. For tag renewals and more information, phone 580-782-3004. The Mangum Tag Agency says, go Tigers.
All right, 4th quarter set to get underway. Mangum on top, 47-0. And the only thing they missed tonight is a couple of extra points. Inside handoff here on the reverse, 45-50, up the middle of the field, 30, 35, or 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, still on his feet, and into the end zone for the touchdown from 61 yards away, but Lee Corso says, not so fast, my friend. This one is coming back. We've got a hold on Mangum.
Number 22,
So
Epperson.
the touchdown run by Chevy, he was driven, but Epperson's efforts for not holding Cole.
And Ron is going out on a limb here.
Uh-oh.
He says people are going to be introduced to a pretty darn good QB at Indiana, talking about Mendoza.
Yes.
And Ron says he's got Indiana over Oregon tomorrow.
So
he's going out on a limb.
And I wish I could. Is it at Autzen Stadium, or are they playing at Indiana?
It's in Oregon, I
yeah,
believe.
and I almost
that's where it gets me.
Yeah, if they were playing at Indiana, I could go with that. But playing at Autzen Stadium, that's tough. But he's right. That quarterback for Indiana is a good-looking kid. He really can't play. Another penalty against Mangum. This one for illegal procedure. And so it'll be marked back to the 30-yard line and bring up a 3rd down and 13.
5 more yards.
Clock continues to run. We're down to 10-10 left in this one. You know that the Mangum kids want to hang half 100, and there they go again. And a first down going to be picked up out to the 45-yard line. We look for pink laundry. There is none of it. Don Henley, and the first down going to be picked up by Chevy Epperson. So Epperson will take it to the 44. That'll be 1st and 10 from there. And again, Mangum, the only game they didn't hang half 100 on the opponent last week against Southwest Covenant, and that's because they only got 1 touchdown in the first half. Knocking on the door here, the 50 mark. 1st and 10, their own 44. Going to run a toss sweep to the far side. And breaking tackles across the midfield stripe. Carter, he'll finally get run out of bounds. Short of the first down, but a gain of 9 for Carter, running hard. It'll be 2nd down and 1.
47-yard line.
And I like Carter. He was the one that initiated the contact there and got the better of it. 8:55 left. And again, you look at in the shot there, the number of kids on the sideline in gray uniforms, and then across the field, those in white. And we talk about it every week, but the opponent simply getting worn down. Inside handoff here, and good enough for a first down to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 as they unpile. And that was your boy Tough. Tough Halford with the carry. Gets the first down. Brought to you by 333 Dental.
Timing, because Patricia Stelting just said, "Go Tigers, you got this." Good timing.
Yeah. As if on cue, as they say.
I know.
So 1st and 10 now. Ball at the Bearcat 44. Quarterback going to keep it now, flip it out here on the near side, looking for a block at the 35, and then run out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. Pitch and catch there. It's
Number 19, Noah Orozco on the reception.
Noah Orozco.
Gets all the way down to the 31-yard line.
Boy, these kids are loving this. You know what?
1st and 10, move the chains again for the
They work hard all season long in practice and
don't forget about fifth quarter.
Stand on the sidelines, cheer their club on, and now they're getting a chance to be out there on the field where the big boys play. So it'll be 1st and 10, Mangum 31-yard line of Mooreland. Clock at 7:20. And first down brought to us by 333 Dental. Pistol formation for the Tigers. Trying to tack on one more score before the night is over. Burst to the outside at the 30, 25. On his feet at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and run out of bounds at about the 3-yard line. Great job of tight roping down the far side by Dylan Lee.
Looks like they're going to mark. Yeah, right about the 3.
Between the 3 and the 4, Lee, a 3:33 dental first down as we've gone inside the Sovereign Bank red zone. 6:40 left to the ball game.
First and goal for the Tigers on about the 3-yard line.
You know these kids are faunching at the bit to get this one into the end zone. Lee on the carry. And he'll get to the 2. They may give him the 1. We'll see where that right foot, left foot spot is. And they call it about 1.5. It'll be second and goal from there. Again, Mangum off next week. A week to heal. 2 weeks from tonight, we'll be in Texoma for a bowl game against the... Are they still the Red Devils?
You're telling the story.
Okay.
Oh.
Trying to break tackles, unable to get it done. That was Noah Orozco on the carry. 73rd down and goal. Katie Bowen Carney checking back into the broadcast. Lost back to the 4. But anyhow, that 2-week stretch. Texoma, Thomas, back-to-back weeks on the road, and then on Halloween night here at the Liberty Bowl. This place will be absolutely berserk 3 weeks from tonight. There is no doubt about it. Lee.
And
he lost the football. Dillon will get back on it, and it'll be 4th down and goal. 5 minutes left, and
Bearcats hold the Tigers. 3 plays in a row brings up 4th down. Looks like we got.
I'm going to try an extra field goal here. Yeah, I thought I saw
Get a shot at a field goal tonight.
Mad Max Richardson running onto the field along with Derek Hammond, and that's what they have done. They're going to try a field goal from 22 with 4:35 remaining. And this is not rubbing it in your nose. This is just practicing your kicking game as the season wears down.
The kick is up.
Derek's kick is up, and it is good. So with 4:20 left in the ball game, Mangum does hang half 100. They've got 50. Moreland has nothing. We're Classic Hits 97.7.
Sovereign Bank is your bank of choice. Sovereign Bank is a proud supporter of the Mangum Tiger Athletics. Supporting our schools and athletic programs is a top priority. Hear us roar, go Tigers. We're cheering you on all season long. Sovereign Bank, empowering our youth with the freedom to dream. Sovereign Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
3:30 left in the ball game, 50-0, Mangum on top, and a couple of things happened there. And I think if you went across the way and you asked Mark Barrett of Mooreland if he understood why they were kicking that field goal, it wasn't to rub it in their nose. It's just something they need to work on. Late in the season, you never know. Postseason, you never know. Plus, it allows a little bit extra time to run off the clock because they haven't stopped the clock. So we're down to 3 minutes left of the ball game. So a couple of factors there. Kickoff by Derek here on the near side, and it'll be fielded at the 20 on the run, 25, out to the 30, 35, 40, a move to the 45, and then finally knocked down at about the 47-yard line. And the open field tackle turned in by the Tigers. A couple of players in on the stop there. Colter Webb also helping out Brant Suttereth. Eric Rodriguez says, better late than never. Let's go Tigers. We dem boys, America's team. Or more so than Dallas, Eric. I'll give you that, buddy. Although everybody's all excited about how the Cowboys looked on Sunday.
Ain't playing for no stinking tie.
Haven't talked about Major League Baseball, but I'm partial. I hope the Brewers can make it to the National League Championship Series, and I'm hoping Seattle will do likewise in the American League, although Detroit is not a bad choice either. And I have to say this out loud, I'm glad the Yankees have been eliminated. Great open field tackle there. Chasing from behind, Lane Burnham. Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7. Yankees are gone. I wish the Dodgers would get eliminated as well. But again, that play last night in the 11th inning that decided the series, just crushing for that young man for Philadelphia. And it just goes to show, we talk about kids that make mistakes in the ball games that we cover. I mean, they're kids.
Yeah.
That's a professional athlete who froze in the moment. The moment was too big for him. So sometimes we need to give grace to these kids out here. Toss sweep, ball bobbled on the turf, picked up. And boy, I tell you what, unceremoniously tackled back at the 45 will be the running back for Mooreland. 45 seconds left, one more play, and then this one will be in the books. And an 8-man football game we'd expect to be over in an hour and 45 minutes. Not an 11-man game, but that's what's going to happen here tonight. Mangum scoring early and often, led 21-0. At the end of the first quarter of play, they scored 3 touchdowns in about a half a dozen plays to begin the ball game, and it was all Mangum from the get-go. Should be the final play of the game. Quarterback keeper here on the near side. Mangum will tackle back at the 43. The quarterback going to fling the football away, and because of the late hour of the contest, no penalty flag there, and that will do it. Elaine Mills-Smith, Mangum has won it tonight to stay perfect 6-0, 3-0 inside the district, and they've got their 45 points. They win it tonight 50-0. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
TCLC is a family-owned 5-star daycare center that has been caring for children for over 45 years. The owners of Tiger Cub are proud to serve the Mangum area and support the Mangum Lady Tigers and Tigers on the radio and streaming. Tiger Cub Learning Center says,
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
At 333 Dental Care, we're all smiles for our hometown teams. We're proud to cheer on the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers this season. Go Tigers! Bring home the win.
Mangum, their 3rd shutout in 4 weeks. This one 50-0 at the hands of Mooreland in a ball game that was over at the end of the first quarter of play. Yeah. Mangum led it 21-0.
First minute.
Well, yeah, you're right about that. I mean, Tigers scored, 13 seconds into the ball game, and really they never looked back from there to improve to 6-0 overall, 3-0 inside the district. And again, they've got the 45 total points, district points, as they outscore the opponent 15 points for each of the first 3 ball games, and now have a week off in anticipation of a gauntlet, 2-week gauntlet, beginning in 2 weeks at Texoma, and then back here in the Liberty Bowl to take on Thomas on a Halloween night, and that ought to be fun to say the least. So, for me, we didn't discuss this, but for me, it's a really easy choice for our player of the game. I'm going to let you say your choice, and then I'll chime in on mine.
Colton.
Really?
Remy, my bad.
You're going to go with it?
I was going to go with a split of Remy and Zeke.
Well,
but also there's offensively, but then there's defensively. I mean, defensively, there's no question.
I don't think there's any question, period. Number 7, Diego Tellis, had a whale of a ball game tonight, and I without question, to me, he is the player of the game. Couple of interceptions, great open field tackles, both from the defensive secondary and then also on kick coverage. And again, he was the defensive stalwart. So our player of the game, without question, Diego Tellis. That is not to overlook the arm of Remy Laughlin, because he delivered some beautiful footballs tonight. And you're right, Zeke Rogers, the recipient of a couple of those, and also Bo caught a pass as well. So Mangum, again, off this next week, and gosh, what will I do with myself?
Actually, I can only imagine.
Well, and the irony is I have a friend who's got a daughter getting married in Mangum on the 18th. So I probably help him because he's been whining about it on the golf course. So yeah, I guess I'll help out. So Mangum wins it tonight, 50-0. We're back in 2 weeks at Texoma. Have yourself a great fall break next week, and we'll talk to you on Classic Hits 97.7.